Bhaktivinoda Sumandritam Sri Caitanya Prabhu Vande Nityananda Sahoditam Sri Nandanam Vande Shri Radhika Charanadvaya Bhuvijana Smayuta Vrindavana Manohara Sri Garanga Nityananda Shri Advaita Chandra Gadadhara Sivasadi Gaur Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Jai Jai Shri Radhe Shyam. So this is Sunday Satsang. We're continuing first part of the class with reading from Bhakti Sandarbha, translated and commented by Sri Satyanarayana Das Babaji Maharaj from Jiva Institute in Vrindavan. And we're on Anushade 114. And this point that Jiva Goswami is making is, what's the main teaching of the Bhagavatam? So he quotes the first verse of the Bhagavatam. And one of the last verses of the 12th canto says, Satyam from Dimi, or from Satyam from Dimi. So in this line, which of course is taken from Vedanta Sutra and incorporated into the Bhagavatam, which is a commentary on Vedanta Sutra, the Bhagavatam starts off by establishing, Vyasadeva is establishing, he's going to talk about the Satyam, the Param Satyam, the absolute truth, and Dhimi, how to attain absolute truth by Bhakti Bhajan, the 9 limbs of Bhakti, but primarily by Dhimi, which means gyan, which means meditation. So in one of the last 4 verses of the Bhagavatam, 12th canto, the same line is there, Satyam from Dhimi. So Jiva Goswami says the Bhagavatam begins with, it starts with this idea, which is very significant in the present age that we're living in, because as of course everyone knows, this is Kali Yuga, and everything is opposite of Satyam, everything is false here. It says that the basic principles of religion, which are what?
Satyam Daya Tapasocham.
Satyam Daya Tapasocham. Which means truth, mercy, cleanliness, and austerity, self-control. And everything is missing in Kali Yuga except truthfulness, and that's practically missing. Nowadays, with the advancement of science, you don't know what's true, what's not true. You don't know, you look at something that looks very real. Some hippopotamus attacking an alligator. And then just after you look at it and you really believe that the hippopotamus is swallowing the alligator, it comes on the screen. This whole video is AI created. It's not real. It's all done on computer technology. There's no hippopotamus that swallows an alligator for lunch. But in the computer reality, it's true. But yeah, so it's like, then we have something called fact-checking. And we have these very common things. And fake news. So like when you wake up in the morning and say hello to your wife, you have to ask the question, are you my real wife or are you my fake wife? I went to sleep last night with, I thought, my real wife, but you look a little different. Are you yeah, I'm an AI creation. I'm a robot snuck in here by Elon Musk. So it's a little crazy what's truth. So therefore Bhagavatam says it's not only reveals the truth, but the topmost truth, the absolute truth. So this is very significant in the age of Kali, that we can find truth. We can't find truth in the computer, you can't find truth in a mobile phone, you can't find truth in the people around you, you can't find truth in the government, you can't find truth anywhere but the Bhagavatam. That's why when the sages 5,000 years ago, they were doing a yajna, and they said, where they asked Krishna, you're going now, you're the absolute truth personified. You're winding up your pastimes, and you're going back to the spiritual world, and you're beyond manifested. So where can we find truth? So what did Krishna say? Krishna swadamo bhagate dharma ganadi bisa kalanashad vishamesha puranarka danodita. He said, listen you guys, listen rishis and sages, you can find the absolute truth rising like the sunshine of absolute truth in the Bhagavatam. Puranarka danodita. Ark means sun. Ark, says Puranarka. This prana, Bhagavad prana is like the sunshine. So this is the beauty that we have, the fortune to get the truth from the Bhagavatam. So Jiva Goswami establishes that point by saying the Bhagavatam starts off and ends with that. That's in Anuच्छeda number 124. He says that all the Vedas and the Mahabharata disclose that Krishna is the supreme absolute truth and Bhakti is the means of attainment. So that's what the whole Bhagavatam establishes, and the Sandarbhas, which are comments on the Bhagavatam, reveal that more clearly and specifically. That's another point here. Now he goes on to explain about the Chatur Shloki, means 4 shlokas of the Bhagavatam. Does anyone know what that means? What is Chatur Shloki?
The essence of Bhagavatam revealed in 4 verses.
Yeah, the essence of Bhagavatam revealed in 4 verses, which at the beginning of creation. So how old is the Bhagavatam? The Bhagavatam is eternal. And Krishna spoke 4 verses to who?
Brahma.
To Brahma. And who did Brahma speak the Bhagavatam to?
Narada.
How many verses did Brahma tell Narada Muni? I don't know myself. That's an interesting question the teacher asked, doesn't have the answer. But somehow 4 became 44, 44 became 18,000. So basically, and even it's told, I heard class, they said on different higher planets, Bhagavatam has more verses. There's 18,000 verses on the Earth planet, but on higher planets there's even more verses. So don't feel so bad if you don't know too many verses. Now these 4 verses appear in the 2nd canto of Bhagavatam, verses 32, 33, 4, and 5. So Jiva Goswami analyzes those, and he explains that these 4 verses explain 4 subjects. The absolute truth, the knowledge of the absolute truth, which is called gyan, and the realization of the absolute truth, which is vigyan, and rahasya. What rahasya means secret. Like there's a book by Bhakti Thakur called Bhajan Rahasya, the secrets of bhajan. And so what is that rahasya the Bhagavatam teaches? Bhagavat Prem, love of God, for Krishna Prem. And then the 4th subject of these 4 verses, Chatur Shloki, is called Taranga. Taranga means the way, the method, the sadhana. It means sadhana bhakti, Taranga. So Gyan, Vigyan, Rahasya, and Taranga. These are the 4 subjects of Bhagavatam, which means knowledge of Bhagavan, realization of Bhagavan, prema, and the means to attain it, which is sadhana bhakti. That point is what's made in Anuच्छeda number 125 by Jiva Goswami. Everyone knows all these things? Yeah, sure. Okay, good. But Jiva Goswami makes a comment. He says that this absolute truth, to understand this mystery, rahasya, prema, bhakti and prema of Bhagavatam, there's a condition. This mystery of divine love will be obstructed and not attained because of aparadhs. So this word aparadh, it means against Radha, against Radha. Radha, it's not Radharani Radha, it's short A, which means satisfaction. The word Radha means satisfaction. So when you're not satisfying someone, you're offending them. Not exactly. But if someone's displeased with your behavior, your actions, they won't be very merciful or very kind or very disposed towards you. So it means against the pleasure and satisfaction of Vaishnavas or Krishna. It's called aparadh. You're displeasing me. For example, you pick up your beads and you chant Hare Krishna and get in your car and drive to work. With the beads in one hand, the steering wheel in one hand, and your morning protein drink in the other hand. Or whatever you're drinking. And so you're thinking you're chanting japa and it looks like you're chanting japa. But Krishna's saying, what's this? No. You're not being attentive, you're ignoring me. Like if you go somewhere and someone sits in front of you at a table and they start talking to you and you turn like this. And look backwards, away from them, they'll say, hey look, I'm talking to you. Oh, I didn't know. So you're not attentive. So being inattentive to the holy name is not aparadh, it's an offense. It's basically personal. How would you treat Krishna if he was sitting next to you in the driver's seat? You wouldn't drive. You pull the car over and talk to him or whatever, serve him. So he comments here a little bit about all this stuff. And what are these 4 C verses? These are very important verses, and there's so many extensive commentaries on these verses. And this part of the Bhakti Sandarbha, on say 115, he elaborates his commentary also on these 4 verses. He says, gyan means transcendental knowledge about Bhagavan. So it's called Bhakti Gyan. Vigyan means to realization or to get perception of Bhagavan through your intelligence first, and eventually when prema manifests in the heart and mind, you have direct darshan of Krishna, which is the fruition of Vigyan. It's the goal of Vigyan, Bhakti Vigyan. The whole point of Vigyan, immediate realization, culminates in prema. Then he says, the means is bhakti, and the principal means of bhakti, he explains, is gyan or meditation. Because even although in the Kali Yuga the primary limb of bhakti is emphasized, although in Satya Yuga bhakti was the primary method of self-realization, was gyan itself, meditation. In Kali Yuga we do 3 things at once. We hear Krishna's holy name, we chant Krishna's holy name, we meditate. It's called smaran, nam smaran. We meditate on Krishna's form and qualities and meaning. It's called mantra.
Mantra Artha?
Yeah, mantra, thank you. Mantra art. Art means the value of the meaning, the value of the meaning. Art means value, wealth, meaning. Mantra arta, gyan. We should meditate on the meaning of the holy name. So the meaning of the holy name, it varies according to your own state of development in bhakti and attachment to Krishna. For some people, for example, Vishwanath Chakravarti and Raghunath Das Goswami, they give an explanation of the meaning of the holy name from the viewpoint of Radharani chanting the holy name. Although there's no, let's say, chanting, although there's no shastric proof that Radharani is chanting Maha Mantra. But and even these 2, Vishwanath is accepted as being written by Vishwanath. But Raghunath Das's explanation of the meaning of the holy name, it's not widely accepted by Gaudiya Vaishnava scholars that Raghunath Das actually wrote it, but it's attributed, it's called attributed to him. So both Vishwanath and Raghunath, who often are on the same wavelength, have the same idea. They're both very rastic and very, very intimate in their explanation of Radha and Krishna. They both explain the holy name like this: the holy name is all names of Bhagavan Krishna. Hare is not Shakti, not Radharani, because Radharani is saying holy name. So for Radharani, Hare means Hari. So she's saying Hari Krishna. Hare means she's going out, Hari, Hari, Hari. Oh Hari, please steal my mind from my housework, from my duties at home, and this and that. And Krishna, of course, means Krishna. And Radha means Ram means Radha Raman. So when Radharani is chanting the holy name, they give a very rasic meaning, which is a lila. So Nam, Rup, Kud, and Lila. So when they chant the holy name, they means Das Goswami and Vishnu Chakravarti. They're meditating Radharani chanting the holy name, and Krishna's calling her with his flute and attracting her, pulling her into the forest, and having intimate leelas in the kunja. That's what they see. That's how they describe the meaning of the holy name. So somebody else will say, the holy name means, O energy of the Lord, O Radharani, please engage me in service of Krishna. That's interesting to think, because Srila Prabhupada established that as the meaning of the holy name. O energy of the Lord, O Radharani, O Ladni Shakti, please engage me in the service of the holy name. So from the beginning point of a bhakta to the point of Goloka Vrindavan, Nitya Lila, Radha and Krishna, it's the same meaning. So it's very interesting, and Prabhupada himself is indicating the highest conception, highest meaning of mantra artha of the holy name in a hidden way. Because Prabhupada's saying a sadhaka, a jiva, a sadhaka, a dasa, a dasi is praying, Oh Radharani, oh, you're the best servant of Krishna, you're the best lover and worshiper of Krishna. Please engage me in Krishna's service. Engage me in cleaning the temple. Engage me in washing Krishna's pots. Engage me in dressing the deity, whatever. That's the basic sadhana bhakti and vaidhi bhakti sadhana, navameta bhakti. But that same conceptual, that essence of that meaning is there in the kunja, or in Yavat, when Radharani is chanting Nam. She's saying, oh, Krishna, please engage me in your service. That's very interesting. Radharani is saying the same, she's having the same meditation. Krishna, I exist for your love and for your service. So please get me out of this hellhole, this Yavat, and pull me into the kunja. So he said, okay, I'll do it. I'll play my flute. And so Hari means thief, steal. He steals me away from my house. And Krishna means it pulls me towards him, attracts me. And Rama means he enjoys me and this and that. So it's a very interesting point. So I think that's it. We're going to talk about that much. Next week we'll explain how bhakti is everywhere. That's a very elaborate discussion. Jiva Goswami explains how bhakti is everywhere. You can find bhakti in hell, in heaven, even in your own heart. That's the most surprising place. Sorry for that joke. Nothing personal. I'm just talking about myself, actually. So now what we got? We got